Hey, we're back here at CES in Las Vegas, day 2. We're at the CNET booth, and we're going to take a listen to Eric, the founder of the Pebble Watch. Let's go check it out.
The internet by storm. They raised over $10 million and still counting, and he has some news this morning. Tell me about the news for the Pebble Watch.
So, now that I can speak a little bit more clearly, we are shipping. Pebble is going to start shipping to our Kickstarter backers on January 23rd. It's been a long time coming. Our original estimated ship date was in September. We spent the time working on our manufacturing process and getting the software out. And to the point where we're extremely proud of it, and really, at this point, we just can't wait to find out what our Kickstarter backers think of the watch. There's 85,000 watches that are going to go out to these people, and I'm excited.
All right, show it off to us. You've got it here. Well, you can't respond to the text right now. You're on the show.
He'll understand.
Okay, good. Can you show us what you've got here?
So this is Pebble.
I like it's the red.
This is the red version. Pebble comes in 5 different colors: red, black, white, gray, and orange. Here's an example of different watch faces that you can show on Pebble. We have about 8 watch faces installed. This is my favorite one. It's the sliding text watch. We looked around the web, and we couldn't actually find any wristwatch that displayed time like this did. So we were pretty proud of it. This is an app we call Fuzzy Time, because it doesn't tell you exactly what time it is, but it's sort of for your audience, I think they would be pretty interested in the binary watch. So
Boomer dating.
yeah, but if you can tell the time,
Well, I think when robots actually take over the world, that's going to be their preferred format for time.
yeah. And so the other cool thing about Pebble is that you can control your music with your phone, and you can receive incoming emails, calls, text messages right on your watch.
That's great. So I remember when the Kickstarter, and correct me if I'm wrong, when the Kickstarter campaign came out for this, Apple still had the Nano as like the kind of clip-on watch deal, and that kind of was like this little era of return to the wristwatch, and then they retreated. Do you see that as you winning over Apple, that they've retreated from this space so that you can take over and just dominate?
I wouldn't say exactly that, but we're really happy with where we're at. We're really proud of the watch that we put together. There are a few competitors out there. We think that our combination of an e-paper screen, a 7-day-long battery life, and the connection to both iPhone and Android is really what puts us up there.
I also heard you mention this morning how it is not waterproof but water resistant, which was a feature that users didn't know about when they had signed up for the Kickstarter campaign, right?
It's water resistant to 5 atmospheres, so it's perfect for going for a run in the rain, cycling, biking. You can swim with Pebble.
And one of the ways, wonderful. And one of the ways you're achieving that is a magnetic, like a latching kind of MagSafe style charging cable.
We have a magnetic charge cable on the side of the watch.
Yeah, so it's like one less way for water to try to get inside the watch.
Yeah, and it's also much less bulky than some of the other smart watches or GPS watches where you need a whole cradle just to hold the watch. Much easier for travel.
How long does the charge last?
That's for 7 days from one battery.
Okay.
Yeah, and it takes about 2 hours to charge.
Okay.
So a small amount of time per week if you've got your watch going. And the screen is on 24/7, and that's with a Bluetooth connection to your phone.
All right, and so what is the price for this?
It's $150 US, and you can pre-order it on our website. So our goal is to ship out the 85,000 watches to our Kickstarter backers first, and then the very next people in line after that are the people who place a pre-order.
And then you make the gold-plated edition for me, right?
Yeah, gold, maybe for Fitty. We actually had a little contest this morning, so on Twitter, we invited our backers to ask us questions during our press conference, and we were giving away a transparent Pebble to the person who asked a really good question, because we're doing this manufacturing process, and one of the steps is to we had to shoot the plastics in transparent so we could see where all the components sit inside, but it turns out it also looks ridiculously cool, so we're excited about it.
All right, now I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second here. This is a guy who does not have a watch.
Yeah.
My phone, for as long as I can remember as an adult, has pretty much replaced my watch. So what would you tell people to compel them to re-embrace the watch as this kind of extension of your phone?
So yeah, exactly. Pebble is designed to be a smartphone accessory. It's not one of those watch phones where you have your 3G modem and everything crammed into the wrist, because that makes it quite bulky. Pebble's designed to be sort of that intelligent accessory. If you ever find yourself digging out your phone out of your bag and missing calls, or having to wipe your hands off of your computer just to be able to see if you got a new text message, that's the time when Pebble can sort of like quickly tell you what's going on in the glance, and it helps you make better time management decisions. So if you're running for the bus or running for the subway or something, you might not want to pull out your phone right at that moment. You can glance down and maybe in an hour you can actually be done or something like that.
Actually, I feel like it's kind of like a retro, old-timey way to remind people that you're ignoring them. Because if you look at your watch, like you need to go instead of looking at your phone.
I was just thinking of that for the etiquette of it all. I mean, when you're at dinner and you got your phone on the table, everyone, doesn't like to do that. But at least this way, you can see what was it? Oh, it's gone. And just is a little less rude.
Students in class, I feel like the first time that Pebble gets banned from a high school or something like that, then we know we hit it big. When a teacher bans the product.
Have you guys figured out, I mean, I'm sure you're already very happy that you're shipping the product, but there's got to be a next step for you, something you've been thinking about for a while after you hit this goal. Is the risk the final frontier for you guys, or are you thinking about other products?
So our goal right now is, our first goal is to ship out 85,000 watches to our Kickstarter backers. That's like, we wake up and the immediate goal after that is to work on the software. So one thing we did is we built software upgrades into the core of Pebble. It's extremely easy to update the software. You just open your app on Android or iPhone, and you click a single button, we'll push a notification there's new firmware available for your watch. Click a button, it takes a minute, and your watch is updated. What we've done is we've pledged to push out an update to Pebble every 2 to 3 weeks in the near future, because we're just rapidly iterating on software features. And we want all of the people who receive the watch to just constantly have the latest features. So, we're not really looking at hardware right now so much as software. We've got a ton of features in our pipeline, and we're just looking to hammer them out and get them out to Pebble.
So it's Android and iOS compatible. And then are you, as a company, are you a little bit fearful that now you've got the successful product, that there's going to be the Timexes, the big guns of the world, of the risk will come in, try to muscle you out?
Risk warfare or something like that.
It's the software that kind of helps you stay unique, that some other big gun can't come in and just knock off.
I think, it's partly about the ecosystem. We're going to have 85,000 watches out there. As long as, we're doing our job and making our users really happy, I think that people will continue to wear Pebble, and, when you're walking around with something cool that, you can change the look of it instantly. I think it's a device that people are going to show their friends, and hopefully, they'll be able to help get some more Pebbles out there in the world.
It's a good geek conversation piece, for sure. You're at the bar. Yeah, exactly. Checking your OkCupid profile up there. Ladies, check out my watch. Not that I would do that. I'm a married man, happily married. But I still want the watch.
It's a good conversation starter, yes. Very interesting stuff. Is there any talk of having even more types of looks to it? Watches are a fashion accessory. So you have 5 colors you said so far?
It does have
We're going to have a little bit of sparkle to it? I don't know.
some bling. I think we'll get there at some point. The cool thing about Pebble is that the strap is completely interchangeable, so it has a standard 22mm watch strap. So you can swap that out. We ship with a sports band, but if you want to switch that to a leather band or a metal band or something like that, that's totally cool with us.
All right. Well, look for the Pebble watch to be available sometime soon. Shipping 23rd. Amazing. The future is here and it's coming to your wrist. But coming up at 12:30, CES In Depth has NVIDIA's game console, and then at 1 p.m. we have Danny DeVito live on our CES stage with the 4.